And so me and Victoria, we go to this coffee shop every morning before we go to the dispensary to like do work. It's like a huge coffee shop. The owners that we're supposed to interview. It's called Mongo's. So we go there and we get our coffee. We sit down. We're like doing work, whatever. This is the day that we ran the 5 miles because her birthday's June 5th. So we did 5 miles like on purpose. So we're sitting there, whatever. We're drinking our coffee. We got like scones or whatever. We're sitting at the table. And
we're probably
like,
sitting there already for like an hour and a half. Like it's long.
Yeah, long time. We're sitting there. It's like at a huge table. So another guy, there's like couches like these on the sides of the tables. There's one guy sitting next to us, and then across the table, probably like 10 feet, there's an open chair, and the guy walks over. He's like, can I sit here? We're like, yeah, nobody's here. Sit down. So he's probably sitting there. He got his food. He got his coffee. He's eating, whatever. And he looks over at Tor, and he's like, oh, you're Sicilian. He goes, I like your necklace. He goes, you don't see too many people wearing those, or you don't find a lot of Sicilian people, is what he said. And he goes, and then he points over to me. He goes, oh, I like your angel. He goes, can I see it? And he like leans over the table. So now I'm like this, like trying to show him my necklace. And he's like, wow, that's so cool. Like, why do you wear it? Do you wear it like as protection or like as a remembrance of somebody? And I'm like, no, I just like a piece that like I always wear. I'm like, like laughing at him. Like I have so many angels, like they're all protecting me is what my response was. And he goes, well, I'm a medium and I'm feeling a lot of energy from you guys. And I'm like,
it was so weird.
I look at Tor and I'm like, are you kidding? Like, we come to this coffee shop every day. And like now we come on G's birthday and this guy is sitting across the table with us telling us that he's a medium. So now he's like, do you guys mind if like I sit in my thoughts and like, feel the energy?
Like
and
we were just about to leave.
And see what I get out of it. And we're like, sure. I'm like, Tor, now we gotta say because we have to see what this guy is gonna say. So he's like literally dripping sweat.
Like 10 minutes go by, he's like thinking,
like fidgeting around, like zooming around the coffee shop.
Gets up a few times, walks.
Looks like
pieces.
He's like literally like just so anxious. Like he was literally like his hands were like shaking as he's trying to like eat his food.
Has like a napkin. He's like rubbing his like wiping his hands.
And
it was like crazy.
Eventually he like asked the guy next to us if he could move so that he can come sit next to us and talk to us. Yeah. So he's like, yeah, sure. So he moves over. He sits next to us, and he's like starts talking to us. He's like, like he started talking to us first about our grandma, or that's who we think it was. And he's like, she's showing me a birthday cake. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, like this older woman is showing me a birthday cake. And he's like, she's very like closed off and she doesn't want to share a lot about her family. Maybe that's because she had like just recently passed or whatever, what she did. And then he's like, and I see this little girl, she's running through a field, rubbing her stomach, showing me that like she's okay. Like I'm okay. And showing that like she's like fine, she's not in pain anymore, and she's like hanging out at the beach throwing rocks and seashells at the seagulls. And I'm just like, oh my god, like
really
like you couldn't have made up like a more like
crazy story.
I'm just like on her birthday.
So did you think it was real?
I mean, yeah, it had to be. Nope.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We didn't give him any information. He wasn't like crazy specific. Like I know some people are like crazy specific, and he was like, he told us like those 3 things. He told us like she's throwing seashells at the seagulls, like things like that, and she like always loved the beach, like that was her thing.
Yeah.
So like it wasn't like crazy specific, but like just like on her birthday we go there every day, and like you're not there, but today you're there.
Yeah.
It was kind of like pretty cool experience, and then we walked out.
Nope.
No.
You believe in that stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe that there are people that actually can do it, and then I believe that there are some people trying to take over the industry like that are fake. Yeah. But like I do believe that like that's the thing.
So this is twin telepathy.
Oh god.
Does the other one know the other? Does one twin know the other twin? Right? So each twin writes down the answers to the other twins.
Okay.
Each twin writes down the other twin's answer.
Got it.
All right. So who knows each other and can you communicate via
So when we
telepathy?
show it, it's supposed to be the same answer.
No, you're supposed to answer for Tor, and Tor's supposed to answer for Anna.
Like
Oh.
your favorite color, and she's gonna say it's blue, and you're like, you write down it's blue, and then it matches.
Gotcha.
Or it's pink. and
Okay.
you
All right.
say it, I don't know you.
And then show what the other one wrote.
Okay. Okay.
So basically, do you know each other?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
But it's twin telepathy. All right, cool.
Jesus.
So let's get,
Is it fake or is it
what is your favorite meal?
meal?
Right, and guess the
Oh,
other one's favorite
Jesus.
meal. And hide your answer from the other twin.
Oh, geez. I'm trying to even think of an answer for myself.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. Really. I know what Anna would say, but I don't know mine.
All right, so,
Hold on. I have to think about this.
okay. Anna, tell us what your favorite meal is, and then as soon as you say it, then Tori's going to reveal her card, okay? Anna, what is your favorite meal?
It would be Mexican food.
Show your
Guys, I wrote taco bowls.
Yes. That's a win.
How good? Yes.
That's a win.
Oh my God. How
shit.
crazy.
That's
All right,
win.
now,
Oh, that's
now
wild.
Tori,
Oh,
tell us
Tori,
your
you better
favorite food.
Freaking.
Tori, tell us yours. Just tell us in 3.
Oh no.
Oh, no,
I'm
no, no.
scared.
Tori, come on. What's your favorite food?
Maybe like a pizzette of some kind.
Show it.
Okay, I wrote salad pizza because I always make it for you at the pizzeria.
What's
That's-
a pizzette? What is
That's
it?
the same thing.
It's like a bar pie.
Yes. Come on. How crazy.
Okay, cool. All right,
Nice.
let's wipe. Let's try to move through these.
That
okay?
was pretty good.
Okay, go.
Okay, yeah.
All right, cool. The next, try to guess what the other twin is thinking. Would write. We have their biggest ick. What's their biggest turn off? Their biggest ick. What's your twin's biggest ick? It doesn't have to be relationship related. I don't think. I think icks can come from anything.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Could
yeah.
be
Oh,
a
yeah.
pet peeve. The word moist.
That's
Sean said.
disgusting.
Yeah, like windows could be moist. It doesn't have to be.
So that's like
All right. I don't know. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark at this
Me
point.
too.
Use your twin telepathy. Tap in. Okay. Do you know what you would say? Let's have the opposite. So Anna.
Shit, do I know what I would say? Oh my God. Now I gotta think. After thinking. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't
What
know
the
what I
answer
would
was.
say.
So Tori, tell us yours, and Anna's gonna reveal.
Maybe
Tori,
like over drinking, like alcohol.
Oh, that's not what I
what'd you
wrote.
put? Come on.
The word cocky.
Yeah, that's gross. That is
Okay.
pretty nasty.
All right. Vice versa. Let's get Anna say
Oh.
your biggest ick, and then Tori reveal.
My biggest ick. I'm stressing to come up with an answer. Maybe not being on time.
No, I put
Come on, you
like
got to show it right. at the-
drinking, like over drinking,
Got it,
like
okay.
alcohol.
All right, that was a big fail. All right, let's do one more.
That was a
Wipe
big
your-
fail.
Wipe your pads clean. Let's
That's
do one
nice.
more.
No twin telepathy on that one. That was great.
Ready? Here's the last one. Twin telepathy. Guess what your twin would say. What's one thing I say too much? Maybe a word you overuse or a thing that you always say. So write what you think that your twin would say. Anna, what's one thing you say too much?
Like or
Tori, Tori, you got to show it.
That's crazy or insane.
Okay. Now, Tori, what's thing that you know? One thing that you say too much, and as you say it, Anna, you're gonna reveal your card.
Probably like I'm dead, like funny.
You know, I said like or I think we both say that too much.
That's not good.
I know.
All right, cool. Now we're gonna use our card to write an arrow. The arrow is gonna need to point toward your twin or toward yourself.
Okay.
Up can be towards yourself. Okay. So you're gonna basically be doing this fast. This is gonna be fast.
Yep.
Who's more likely to? Actually, just draw an arrow on your card and then use it every time to point. To just point it either at
Okay.
yourself or,
Gotcha.
you know what I mean?
Sorry. I was trying to make it like really dark so the camera can see.
All right, cool. So put the markers down so we have both hands for the cards. All right, cool. Who's Yeah, who's more likely to ghost someone?
Ghost? Oh, probably me.
Yeah, Tor. Jeez,
All
we
right,
know
cool.
that.
And then
Ghost?
hide
I don't
the
even
card
know what
once
that
that's
word
over.
is.
Then hide the card once. Okay, cool. So who's more likely to cry during a movie?
Probably me too.
Yeah, I don't really cry, but I don't know. I guess if it really hits. It's
Okay.
I'm numb.
Who's who's more likely to marry rich?
Probably.
Probably me, guys. Come on.
All right, throw some out. Give me some more.
Probably Tor.
And it's like,
Who's more likely
I
to
wanna give the girl everything. I'm
Yeah,
like,
she's gonna have a coffee shop that makes no money, but they still pay for it.
All right, put your cards away for a sec.
Shit.
Who's more likely to go on a shopping spree?
Anna.
Unfortunately, guys.
Okay. Okay, hide your cards. Who's more likely to get a speeding ticket?
Oh, me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have one.
Okay, Morgan,
It's
got any?
my fault. My fairness. It's been like on a recycle of going to court for like a year, and it just got back to pushed another year.
All right, who's more likely, given the same amount of time, who's more likely to double their hustle?
Oh, me.
Wait, there's a problem here. You this is the first one you haven't agreed on.
Me, Tor.
No, me.
All right.
Let's talk about it.
Who's the bigger hustler out of the two? You each think it's yourself.
The bigger hustler?
Like,
No,
in a good way.
I just think we do different things.
Like what?
Like, we kind of like split the tasks. So like, I don't know, like she's
So you divide.
kinda,
You divide
yeah,
your hustle?
right.
Divide and conquer.
Mm.
I'm more of like a salesperson, though.
And what are you?
How
more?
how I've been selling for
I guess.
10 years.
All right, so let's do the arrow game, but for like entrepreneurial type stuff. So who's more likely to answer an email faster?
An email?
Yeah.
Probably
Me?
me. I mean, it's on your phone, so if I see it and it's important, I'm gonna open it.
Who's
Maybe
more
Tor.
okay? Who's more likely to have a new fire business idea?
Probably Tor.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
that's pretty split down the middle.
No, I think it's probably you.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Me.
I just feel like I'm more like get like a main like stream of income and then push it other places, and you're like finding
Let's do
new
this.
things.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's good
Okay,
idea.
what's one thing that people always assume about you guys as a pair of twins that's dead wrong?
That we're
Make
the
sure if you-
same.
Go say that again.
That we're the same.
Yeah, I think so.
Um,
but I think we
or-
also portray that we're the same. But like, if you think about it, we're like really not.
Yeah, when people actually get to know us.
So what's the thing that's the most the same about you?
Our hustle, maybe.
Yeah, like, yeah, I guess
Like
how,
our
our
mentality.
connection. Yeah, like, yeah, how we can work together.
That's the thing that's the same about you?
Like
Yeah,
like
like-
our mentalities are the same.
To be able to do the same things. Yeah, I guess.
All right, so let's do a game now. Write down, each of you write down, write down what you think is one word that characterizes your mentality.
Okay.
Let's see if you
Like
get the same
Tor's
answer.
mentality
No,
or my own?
Well, it's the same,
Okay.
right?
All right.
Mentality's
The
the same.
mentality.
Yeah, the twin mentality. One word. Okay, ready to reveal? Reveal at the same time. On 3, 2, 1.
Discipline.
Grind.
Similar.
Kind of similar, yeah. Right?
Grind.
How do you
discipline.
define each of these words that you've written?
Discipline is just stay committed. and continue to go even when you don't want to.
I guess the grinding. Yeah, I guess the grind, like keep pushing forward, moving forward every day, even when things get hard.
Have you ever been jealous of each other? Can you get vulnerable? Can you give us a moment that maybe one of you was jealous of the other? Whoever chimes in first.
Sure. I mean, not really jealous, just like, damn, I should be doing the same thing.
What? Then tell Anna.
Getting, I guess, as big as deals that you're getting
Did you know
with
that?
real estate.
Did you know that Tori felt that way? Damn.
No, but I can understand. Because
It's not really like a jealousy, just like because we do a lot of things together. So like, Anna always says, "Oh, well, this is gonna help us, buy that business, and then like I'll just figure out how to get the other, the other half." But just like, oh shit, like because we're doing different things, but like it's kind of hard to explain. But we're like the same person, so like
yeah, I think I understand that because I feel like I would feel the same way. But at the same time, like, that like anytime like you have money and I don't, or like I have money and you don't, like we always say like our money is like the same,
right.
Like it doesn't matter like who has more. Like I'm never gonna like not help you because like you aren't matching the same amount of money that like I'm making.
Right.
Like all the money that goes into the investment account is making us money regardless. So like at the end, we'll take out what we put in and then whatever is there, we split, you know, but it's just the goal of like trying to get it to the highest amount to make the highest amount.
Interesting. Now, what you're talking about is really, it reminds me most of, it's more than a business partner, right? It reminds me more of a life partnership or a marriage, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the way that a marriage, two people in a marriage look at finances and support.
Yeah.
So do you ever feel like, do one of you ever feel like if the other one was to have a serious partner and embark in a marriage, that it would potentially drive a divide between the two of you? Or does it make it difficult to enter into a relationship being that you already have a life partner, just in a you know what I'm saying?
I think it does make a difference, because, I feel as if though like the only thing that would hurt that is like not being like communicating with each other. Like if you don't communicate, that's where things fall short. And essentially like if you have a partner, like they should just be understanding that it's like a business, right? You're putting money into it so that it makes money. It's not necessarily that we are sharing finances or having the same bank account as like two partners would maybe have.
Yeah,
But it's more
think,
of like a business.
I think that
sense.
we already had that. Like when you were in a relationship, before you were in that relationship, we weren't, not that we weren't as close, but we weren't as big into business deals as we are now after that relationship. So I think that now it would be totally different.
Agreed.
So
Because
Because there's more money involved now.
yeah, like we're so much closer. But like before, when you were in another relationship,
There wasn't
not
that
that
much-
we weren't
not
that
that we-
close, but like we didn't really do any business deal, business deals together. So like,
And there wasn't that much money involved.
right.
There was not nearly as much money as there is like now.
Right.
Interesting. Okay.
So maybe it would, but I would
But I
hope
doubt
that
it, yeah.
communication would like,
Now that we have so much together, I doubt that it would hinder.
it's just like another business,
Yeah.
And that's how you have to treat it.
Is there anything that you don't know about each other? Twins?
Definitely not.
Okay. All right.
No.
What's been your favorite?
We literally, out of 24 hours of the day, we're probably together like 18.
Yeah, seriously.
So I
What's been your favorite podcast episode so far? And start it by saying my favorite podcast episode so far has been.
My favorite podcast episode so far has been.
Wait. Write it. Write what
Okay.
your each of your favorite. Write your own favorite and see if you get the same one.
Oh,
What's been your favorite? Write it down.
up until now.
Yeah, it doesn't. Whatever. Yeah, right. It's just another day at the shop. What? I know what it's gonna be.
Okay.
Wait. Bryce says he knows what it's
I know what it's gonna be.
for both.
Yeah. Ready? 3, 2, show it. Black ID Twins for tour and
I said the
Hat
Hat
Maker
Maker.
for
Team
Anna.
artist.
Yeah.
That was
I think
my
it's gonna
second, to be
be,
honest, but it didn't come out yet, so I didn't.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Oh.
No, it's fine. I'm just saying.
I just think that it could.
That's
I
gonna
think
be
it's gonna be
great.
cool. Like
Yeah.
she has no like social media presence besides like making hats. Like she said today, like nobody has seen her personality, so I think it's gonna be really cool for like
Yeah.
her clients or like her following
Community.
to see like what else that she does. I think that that's huge.
I do agree with that.
It's gonna start something for her. I
Yeah.
think that she hasn't
Yeah.
done yet.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
Yeah. Cool.
I did enjoy the twins though.
Yeah, twins are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's
If
our,
any
that's
twins
our
want to come
niche.
on, let us know.
Niche.
Let's put a video out there. We'll turn this into a short clip. Why don't you ask some twins? Hey, any twins out there? We want to hear about your story, about your unique life experience. Why don't we just ask them to be on the show?
Which one?
If you're a twin watching this video and you have a unique experience, unique bond with your twin, and you're very close, we are looking for twins to have on our podcast, interview you guys, and see if us as twins have the same bond and same experiences as you guys.
Yes, please shoot us a DM or message us. We would love to have you guys on the pod. Come on, let's get more twins on.
Cool. Okay. I thought you were gonna say, "Come on, let's get it." Let's go.
Oh god, have you guys seen those twins? We were just watching the other day, like, but like
The one that I showed
old
you.
ones, they're
Oh,
so weird together. They're two twin boys, and they're like, "Do you guys want to watch us bang a girl?"
What?
They
Together?
are so vulgar. It's disgusting.
Let me make one. PSA to the twins.
Me and Tor were like,
Are you? Do you?
"Come on, get the voice ready."
Did you know that I'm actually a twin? I'm his twin. I'm the other guy. We're just wearing the same shirt. If you're a twin and you have a crazy story, you guys live life together and uniquely, and you want to share with the world, like the Traina twins, like the Black ID twins, like who's the other twins? What are the
Cavender
other
twins.
the
Cavender
the
twins.
Cavender twins. If you're one of them, but you don't have that platform yet, and you want to share your twin story, the twin talks, the twin telepathy, the Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen of the life, share it with Double the Hustle. I'll just do
Are we
it.
supposed to go?
No, it's just that's our second one.
Yeah, that's a great one.
That was
That's
a
our
great
second
one.
one. It's the bullshit meters just flying off the.
Yeah, I love that. I wish I had that.
Imagine I was a twin and just
You could, in that video, AI duplicate you next
put
to
it right next to myself, right? Oh, you're gonna talk about
Yeah,
life,
okay, yeah.
life being in your 20s.
Yeah, we could do that.
Do you want to fuck your life up or do you not want to?
Would you rather, I guess, live out your 20s, go crazy, do whatever you want, or should you like be grinding so that later on you can actually live your late 20s, 30s, 40s, and so on how you want? It's not as simple as you think it is, but
I don't think it's simple, and I think it's different for everybody because essentially it's like how you've grown up is going to be how your decision plays out, I feel like.
Okay,
Right?
yeah.
Because like one thing is like, have you grown up with so much stress that you need to sort of release and
Yeah, and,
get
like,
away
go out
from
and
your life
drink.
and
Yeah,
go
yeah.
out and drink and party. That's why most people, go
Right.
out and drink, just because they want to get away from what they currently have.
Of course.
And it's also perspective,
Yeah.
right? Like you could say, I've grown up with so much stress that I'm going to work my butt off so that I don't have to do this. Or the way that you can say, I, in some sort of way have so much stress and I don't care that I'm just going to go drink until I drop dead.
No, I definitely agree with that. I think that it's not that simple, but there is like a happy medium that like some people go with, obviously. But I also like kind of look back and I'm like, we took the grinding it out part, right? I mean, we do like go out sometimes, but like rarely. So like we took the grinding out part.
Yeah.
And like, will I ever get like 21, 22 back again?
Yeah, no.
That like I'm not out literally in the city like at every single club? No.
Yeah.
But by 26, when I have everything I need that is working for me, and then I can go out from 26 to 30, and is it going to be the same? No, but like, would I rather have that? Yeah, I think so. But it always switches in my mind, like,
I think
am I really doing,
I think it always is going to,
switching your mind?
Yeah, because you have to think about it. Like there's like an idea, but like it's like the what if,
Yeah.
like what if if I never started real estate, what would I be doing?
Right.
So it's like that what if, like always. And I think that balance is good. I do think that there's times in life to grind and to. I had a period of going out,
Right.
and
yeah.
in that moment, did I feel like that is what I should have been doing? No. But looking back, am I happy that I did it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
fun. Yeah.
I had fun. Now I'll go out,
Right.
on a Friday just for fun.
Yeah.
Because I know that during the week I would be able to get back into it. There's also a difference between me, who I do not go out and drink. I'm just
Right.
going out to be social. I'm not going to
and-
drink,
yeah,
And there's a difference between somebody
Music
going out
playing,
and getting
yeah, yeah,
smashed. I'm just
exactly.
going out to a club to listen to music and have fun and be around social people. I don't drink, so I'm not going there to drink,
Right.
So I think that's a big difference too. I think that's a lot. I think that's a huge, also self-control thing.
Right.
I don't like the feeling of drinking.
Right.
So I think, that there's a difference there as well. So I feel like I don't regret going out a lot like I did, the past 3-4 years.
Right.
I enjoyed it. I learned so much more than, I would have never have learned being, in
And
the
you also
relationship
like
that I
learn
was
like
in.
street smarts.
Yeah, of
like,
course.
If you go to school, like, I don't know, if you're like in college and you're like so book smart, but then you never go out in the street, like, you're gonna have a
It
little bit
means
of an
nothing.
issue. You need balance. Yeah.
Yeah. So I do agree. I think, I think now I do wish that I was going out a little bit more, but there's seasons in your life that I feel like you have to grind and push towards, and then there's seasons of your life where you can like
Have fun.
let off the
Yeah.
gas a little bit and have fun, but I still think that there's that gas pedal of the in-between where you can't let off the gas too much that you're not doing anything, and you can't full throttle it where you're not going out and just locked in,
because then you burn out.
Yeah, because then you burn out for that amount of time. So I do think, that it's a huge dilemma, but it's a huge dilemma because people get into the wave of like going out and then not doing anything.
Like going hard too much
Too
one
hard.
way. Yeah.
Yeah. Like they like you said, they go too hard one way. I think that there is, a sense of balance, but it also interferes with your like how you get up and how you move the next day.
Of course. Yeah.
So I guess I think that in our society, like people have to find another way to have like fun.
Well,
In
yeah,
a
like,
way, and people don't
like,
know how to have fun another way
going,
besides going out.
yeah, like whatever. I don't know, hiking. If hiking, going to the beach, walking, I don't know, like
Yeah. I do
going
think,
out to lunch, like different things.
Yeah, what do you think that, what's one thing that you obviously like regret? Not, well, we're still in our 20s, but what's one thing that you want to try to change throughout the rest of your 20s that would help you create a balance?
At this moment,
Yeah.
buying a business.
No, but what's going to help you create a balance so that you don't regret not going out?
Right. Buying a business that will lead me toward capital gains, but also that business has been set up like successfully, and in turn being able to kind of work not a 40-hour week, maybe 20 to 25, get whatever that business needs done, and then be able to explore, travel.
And I also think there's a different mindset to that, like traveling and doing, all those things. Like that's like the fun stuff that everybody wants to do, So I think that there's a little bit of, like we don't want to go out and drink. We would rather use our time to do other things.
Right.
So I feel like there's a difference, because
Totally.
we would rather, travel or, do things like that. And I think that I don't know if I think it's lack of like emotional, like maturity.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that that's maybe where like people our age are like stuck, because maybe they don't see anything else, or maybe they don't see themselves doing anything else or want anything better
Or
for
purpose.
themselves or have a purpose
Yeah.
in their current situation, which is why they are trying to, figure it
I
out
agree.
and get away. But I definitely am happy that like I've had that balance and like I've tried that, because I like to do it once in a while. Not
Right.
that I like to like go out and drink. Like if you do it every day for a long period of time, it's going to get old, right? You're not going to want to do it. So I feel like creating that balance and creating a space where like maybe you just do it twice a weekend, or like twice during the week, like, or through your whole week, right? Like whether that's like, and it's not getting like shit faced.
Yeah, it's like going to a bar and
having a few drinks and continuing,
Right.
just to have that social interaction, but still
Totally agree.
staying positive throughout the week. And that's if you can do that,
Right.
Some people can't do that and
Have a
and
thinking
contain
mindset.
themselves
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
So I think that, it's a problem, in our society, but I think it's just balance. It's as simple as balance. Whether you want to live your 20s and get fucked up or live your 20s and grind, one way or the other, you're going to have probably a little bit of regrets of not doing either. But if you can keep that balance, you're doing your best.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I agree with that.